What's up, guys? That Really Gross Guy here. We're back, and every year I end up going back through and kind of do a New Year's resolution slash kind of a update video with you guys, kind of giving you guys a heads up of what the year, kind of my goal for the year or New Year's resolution is on the channel and to a degree in life as well. And 2018 was something. I'm sure you guys remember a number of, maybe not, maybe you guys don't really dive into YouTube all that much, or maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't watch some of the really big YouTubers that have covered some of this YouTube issues that have gone on in the past. But 2018 was crazy. I've even seen some really big YouTubers kind of be a little vocal about it when it comes to the viewership and discovery, when it comes to discovering new channels and the way the sub boxes work and stuff like that. We'll talk about that a little bit. Even some not as big YouTubers who were at the point where they were like, paying their bills, paying their rent, and I know this was even a bigger deal the previous year, back in 2017, but there were definitely some people that saw like subscriber droppage or just some really off months with some really just abnormal numbers, and they were talking about how they really struggled in terms of like financially as well as mentally, depression and all that stuff. Even some of the biggest YouTubers talking about depression and how they sometimes are just struggling with I don't know, with themselves, maybe some anxiety or just in general just not happy. I've definitely felt some of that. I am an anxious person. I also have suffered from depression, and I won't go too much into that because I do my best to be positive. I try to portray a positive person because for the most part I love and enjoy doing all this, and my feelings come through when I'm playing a game and enjoying a game, because that's how I feel at the moment. But there are definitely times where you look back or you look at some numbers, in the analytics, and you just, you struggle a bit to be okay with some of these numbers, and we'll talk about that a little bit, like I said. But I guess just to kind of to throw out the actual New Year's resolution, that is going to be I want to focus on my quality of life, to improve my quality of life, off and on YouTube. And I also want to focus the quality of the channel. So quality of life, quality of channel, quality of videos, I guess, in this upcoming year. So what that means is, number one, very soon I will be moving, and I will be having to pay significantly more for some of my bills because new place is going to have higher rent and other stuff like that, some stuff that I'm going to have to take care of, and yeah, that's going to require me to focus a bit more on work in real life, like full-time job type stuff, and that's going to be a little difficult, getting YouTube videos out. So in terms of YouTube videos, because I will probably have less time, I'm going to be focusing on making more quality videos, doing some editing, doing some quality type of stuff to get out there to you guys, because I know that's the stuff that you guys like the most. This is stuff that you guys look forward to the most on the channel. And those videos include things like the fashion frame or the Tenojin spotlight type videos. But of course, being in the Warframe partnership, I will always continue to update you guys on updates. I will try to do them as soon as possible, but of course, depending on when those uploads come out, if I am busy with the good old 9 to 5, work and all that other stuff that's gonna play a factor, It may not be, the day of, maybe the day after, or something like that. And of course, I'm not one of those channels that really dives into like builds or statistics on weapons and all that stuff. So I'll still kind of be doing the more fun, enjoyable update type stuff with you guys, and you guys can expect that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's kind of what you guys can expect. Kind of just jumping back on the topic, because I know a number of you are just kind of curious about those specific details. But if any of you are interested in sticking around for the next few minutes, just kind of talking about the year in general, because 2017 was a fantastic year. It was significantly better than 2016. 2016 was kind of the start, kind of getting things going, slowly coming along, and then 2017 was a significant growth for the channel, way more than it was in 2016, and it was nice. I mean, 2017 was when I got my partnership really early, which allowed me to attend TennoCon and do a whole lot of stuff in 2017. 2018 kind of rolled in, and I was really positive, really excited about the way things were going. And then, for instance, January of 2018, we saw 85 new subscribers to the channel in the month, which was awesome and super exciting. And then things get a little weird in 2018. I mean, just after that, in February, just after that 85, we saw 11 new subscribers, and we also saw a significant dip in viewership, which was kind of strange. It was kind of one of those, okay, is there something I'm not really seeing? The following month in March, we got 21 new subscribers, and then things got even kind of more weird and depressing, to be honest. We ended up seeing down to 7 new subscribers in the month. 4 new subscribers in May, 10 new subscribers in June. And then in July was TennoCon, so that's where things kind of came back, and I was like, all right, so maybe we're bouncing back from this problem. And we saw 30 subs, and then in August we saw 24 subs. Still kind of getting some information out about TennoCon and some of the updates and stuff like that. And then in September, 11 subs, and actually in October, which the first time ever in the history of my channel, we lost subs in a month, which was crazy. There were a number of times where there were wipes, from what I've heard, there were wipes of subscribers off of channels, whether they were supposedly bots, whether they were just inactive accounts. That's what they labeled them as, inactive accounts. And a lot of people lost many subs. I lost a few, but being a small channel, I didn't see it as significant as other people. There were people who lost hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers off of their channel, and it was really confusing, not to mention stressful. You saw, at the same time, you were also seeing significant decreases in viewership. Views were down like a lot, like more than half sometimes. And when I went from 40,000 views in a month in January, I quickly saw the numbers. I don't know if, like I said, people were suspecting that viewership just changed, how views are even counted, whether you had to watch for a certain amount of time, or if it just wasn't counting views, or how that worked. Was really confusing, because people were seeing half of their viewership or more disappearing from one month to the next month. And for instance, in October, we just had under 12,000 views, which was the lowest viewership I had in a month for like 2 years. We didn't have that low of number of views since February of 2016. So over 2 years, the viewership was not that low. And like I said, a lot of people are seeing view changes and number changes, and that just looking back and trying to build up a channel and trying to get your name out there and subscribers and all that stuff is very disappointing. They're very depressing to consider the fact that you're working on stuff, and sometimes you're putting, like for me, putting hours and hours and hours into some of these videos, and just no results, no views, no new subscribers. And what I wanted to kind of get into is the discovery aspect of YouTube, where people were also seeing that their videos were not showing up in subscribers boxes, and you weren't seeing videos from people that you were subscribed to. And that's where the whole push the notification bell blah 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 came from, and that was super annoying and frustrating. And it's just crazy how you can be subscribed to something and not see the video. It's like paying for your newspaper or a magazine, and it doesn't show up when it's supposed to, or at all, which is crazy. And for a small channel like mine, that is a huge setback. Discovery is very important for a small channel, because if I put a video at the same exact time as someone who has hundreds of thousands of subscribers, literally within seconds that video is trending more than mine, which means the algorithm will share that video more with people than they will with my video. So the idea of a new YouTuber is to create something that's interesting, that's kind of unique to yourself, and also to try to be on top of all the updates. And I can only be on top of the updates, I try it the best I can, but there are times where the updates come late at night, or because of some bugs and DE releases it late, or just life gets in the way. I mean, I gotta make a living. Well, I'll have some analytics up here now for you guys, which shows this year, which is the blue lines, which in the line graph, and the orange line is last year. And in these graphs you can see that this year, because of the way views are counted, and the way just viewership in general and discovery and all that stuff is on YouTube right now, that the numbers are significantly smaller and lower. In terms of views, there's over 100,000 less views, like 170,000 almost less views this year than there was last year, because they count views differently. They've never admitted to that, but it's pretty much proof from millions of big YouTubers literally seeing millions and millions of less views. And then there's good things in there, such as the likes, even though the number is lower, based on the amount of views, the likes is more views per, or more likes per view, which is nice. Dislikes, I believe, are very similar. The comments, comments are the comments, though that fluctuates, because you can also make a controversial video and get hundreds and hundreds of comments because of controversy, but shares are up per view, and video playlists, that number fluctuates because I put my own videos in playlists so that you guys can watch videos, so some of those numbers are technically skewed because of myself. But even subscribers, 290 subscribers this year, but I saw 830 the year before, and that is very concerning, incredibly concerning. That's not, if I ever want to have a successful channel, that number needs to go back, be way higher than that. But anyways, and of course, you guys are probably familiar with, if you're not, Legally, in the YouTube contract, I cannot talk to you guys about how much money I make. I can't tell you how much money I make. If you've done enough research and have kind of been interested in that idea, there is a number floating around out there that says about $1 for every 1,000 views. So if you can do the math, I would say that is kind of accurate. That's fairly accurate. So if you do the math, you can obviously see that if I had 271 views, that means that I can't really do anything. This channel could not support even a haircut every month if I wanted to get a haircut every month, let alone a phone bill or a rent, rent money or anything like that. So people assume that just because you are on YouTube and people watch your content means that you are very successful. That is not necessarily the case. So yeah, I think for the most part that's where I'll leave it. You can see that YouTube is having its moments, its growing pains, and a channel like mine has to fight to kind of be discovered by new subscribers, and apparently I have to struggle and find ways for people that even want to see my content to see it, because my videos may or may not even show up for you anymore. So very confusing, very frustrating, but here we are in this boat of just this YouTube boat, this Gross Sky channel boat, trying to just make things happen, make things work. But anyways, that is going to be it from me, guys. I did a couple giveaways recently, and I will have a video up talking about the winners and how they are going to, basically through email and DE being able to give them their giveaways. So if you entered for those giveaways, look out for that video here probably today. So anyways, I appreciate you guys very much for stopping on by. If you made it to the end of this video, I greatly appreciate it. There's going to be more giveaways in the very near future, so stay tuned for that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys do enjoy the whole better quality of life and better quality of videos for this next year. I'm curious if you guys have New Year's resolutions. Are they as kind of broad as mine, just trying to do better for myself and do better for the channel, or do you have anything specific that you're going after? And I said this in a previous year, but just because maybe you do something, maybe you have a goal, and you end up struggling to fulfill that goal in a month or 2 months from now, that doesn't mean you should just give up. It's always good to to fight for that thing you want to do. And New Year's resolution is an excuse to do something good, but just because it's March or September and you think there is something that you should do for your health or just in general, don't wait, just do it. Just get around, set your own goals, and do it. I do these New Year's resolutions just because I like the idea of like scheduling 365 days of a new thing, but routinely there are things that I try to add to my life and do to increase my quality of life, and I will be doing that all year this year, and I'd love for you guys to come on the journey with me. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys again in the next video. Blah!